Every story I have read has had a final page, the last line where the characters must part. But I've been writing ours since the very first stage, and I keep finding chapters in my heart. It doesn't read like fiction, doesn't read like chance. It reads like something truer than a plot. Two people finding each other in the ordinary dance of living and deciding to stop. And I've turned the pages slowly, afraid of what the ending page might say. But every time I look, there's only another morning, another ordinary day. You and I, a story without end. Not because it's perfect, not because it's planned, but because every time we break, we find a way to mend. And every time we fall, we find the other's hand. You and I, written line by line in the language of the small and everyday. A story without ending, yours and mine, that keeps on finding something new to say. I've read the chapter where we lost our way, the pages where the silence grew too wide, where we forgot the simple things to say and let our pride stand where our heart should guide. But even then the story didn't close. Even then the next page found us trying. And that's the part of us that no one knows, that we're at our most honest when we're not denying. And I've turned the pages slowly, afraid of what the ending page might say. But every time I look, there's only another morning, another ordinary day. You and I, a story without end. Not because it's perfect, not because it's planned, but because every time we break, we find a way to mend. And every time we fall, we find the other's head. You and I, written line by line in the language of the small and everyday. A story without ending, yours and mine, that keeps on finding something new to say. Some stories need a hero and a war, need mountains crossed and oceans pulled apart. Ours just needs the opening of a door, a cup of coffee and your sleepy heart. Ours just needs the Tuesday and the rain, the argument that leads us back to truth, the extraordinary hidden in the plain, the us that keeps on growing from its root. You and I, a story without end, not written in the stars but in the skin. In every quiet moment that we spend, in every place that love has ever been. You and I, and all the pages left, all the mornings we have yet to share. A story without ending, deeply kept, the most beautiful one I'll ever bear. The rest of life moves fast and unforgiving. Deadlines and distances and days that blur. But there's a place we go that's worth the living, a speed that only happens because of her. It starts with you leaning in without a reason. No special day, no audience, no plan. Just a moment stealing time from every season, and the world outside agreeing it can stand it. I've tried to memorize the way it happens, the half a breath before your lips meet mine, the way the room goes soft and something slackens, and ordinary life suspends its line. Kisses in slow motion, that's what you give me and I can't explain. Like a quiet ocean, pulling me under without any pain. Everyone a little longer than the last one, everyone a universe contained. Kisses in slow motion, the only time I'm glad the world has slowed and stayed. There's one you give me standing in the kitchen, flower on your hands and nothing else to prove. The small and soft and completely unscripted one, the kind that says I love you in a different groove. And there's the one at doorways when I'm leaving, the one that holds a little more than need, the one that feels like you are quietly believing that I'll return, that I'm a man worth keeping near. I've tried to memorize the way it happens, to have a breath before your lips meet mine, the way the room goes soft and something slackens, and ordinary life suspends its line. Kisses in slow motion, that's what you give me and I can't explain. Like a quiet ocean, pulling me under without any pain. Everyone a little longer than the last one, everyone a universe contained. Kisses in slow motion, the only time I'm glad the world has slowed and stayed. I don't need photographs to keep a memory, it lives inside my body like a song. The press of you against me, soft and tenderly, reminding me exactly where I belong. If time could have a flavor, it would taste like this, unhurried and deliberate and true. I have lived for many things, but none I'd miss the way I'd miss a slow motion kiss from you. Kisses in slow motion, the gift you give without knowing what it means. Like a deep devotion, wrapped in something quieter than it seems. Everyone a conversation without words, everyone a place I wanna stay. Kisses in slow motion, the most beautiful way you give yourself away. There's a space beside me that belongs to you, not claimed by anyone, not offered to another. It holds the shape of every time you leaned into my shoulder, like you'd always known to find me there. I notice it on drives when the passenger side is empty, a table set for two that feel like one. The world keeps moving loud and full and plenty, but that seat beside me waits when day is done. It's such a simple thing to need someone near, to want to witness to the life you're living. But simple things are what I hold most dear, and you beside me is the most worth giving. Your seat next to mine, that's That's where you belong and where you've always been. Your
seat next to mine,
the closest thing to home I've ever seen. Not a throne, not a promise carved in stone, just the place that feels most right when you are there. Your seat next to mine, the one thing in this world I wanna share. I've saved it without meaning to, I think, the way we save the things we can't replace. I turn to tell you something and I blink and feel the ache of your unoccupied space. But when you're there, the world adjusts its weight. The conversation finds its proper rhythm. And everything that felt a moment late falls perfectly in step and falls with you in it. It's such a simple thing to need someone near, to want to witness to the life you're living. But simple things are what I hold most dear, and you beside me is the most worth giving.
your seat next to mine,
That's where you belong and where you've always been. Your
seat next to mine,
the closest thing to home I've ever seen. Not a throne, not a promise carved in stone, just the place that feels most right when you are there. Your seat next to mine, the one thing in this world I wanna share. We don't need grand declarations or the perfect words. We don't need skies lit up to know what this is. Love sometimes lives in the smallest things observed, in a seat kept warm in a hand that never misses. So sit beside me for the rest of what we have, through the long and through the ordinary days. Let the years go by and let them do the math. I'll keep your seat beside me all the same.
your seat next to mine,
Through the seasons and the silence and the years.
your seat next to mine,
Through the laughter and the weight of all our fears. Not a throne, not a promise carved in stone, just the truest thing I know how to define. Every road I take it not alone, because you are always in your seat next to mine.